Life Scotland and part 2 of my diamond painting unboxing from New Craft Day. If you missed the first part, I will link it for you, but basically what I did was I was kindly gifted 2 different diamond paintings by New Craft Day, and I unboxed them both and let you see what was inside them. And I wanted to make a second part once I had actually made them, just to give a proper review, because it's first impression's one thing, but once you actually start working on a diamond painting, sometimes you can think, I'm not sure if I'm keen. So that is why I wanted to make this second part. So if you've not seen the first part, off you go and watch it now, and then you'll know what I'm talking about here. So I have finished diamond painting the wreath, the little Santa that goes inside it, and the Christmas tree that's for the key ring. And I have also diamond painted the hummingbird. So I've not sealed them or put them together yet. I'm just going to show you them as individual items just now, and then I'll talk a bit more about what I'm going to do after that. So the wreath, I think, has worked out absolutely beautiful. Look at that. The camera isn't doing it justice as always, but it's very sparkly. I have to say the quality has been excellent. I've not had any issues with the glue or any of the drills. There's been a few trash drills, you know, some that have been maybe the wrong size or the wrong shape, too flat, that sort of thing. But certainly no more than you would expect from any diamond painting. Some of them you get, and you know, there's hardly enough decent drills to actually complete the project. But I'll show you in a minute, I have got loads of drills left. And yeah, the quality, the acrylic has been really easy to work on as well. I'm still loving the chain on it. The one thing that I would say about this wreath is I wish the bell stood out more. I wish there was maybe like bigger drills on the bell just to make it stand out that little bit more. But in general, I think it is gorgeous. And once Santa is hanging in there, it's really going to be nice. And that's it at the back. It's just plain at the back because it's going to go on a door or a wall or a window or whatever. So yeah, really, really nice. If you have a wee close-up look. It worked up really quickly, and like I say, the drills were just excellent to work with. So the little Santa that goes inside it, I love him as well. Look, isn't he gorgeous? I think he is lovely. Now, one thing that I will say about this is the acrylic looks quite yellow around the outside, and I'm not sure if that's just to do with the whole processing of it or what it is. You can't really see it on the camera, but it has got a very slight yellow tinge to it. Nothing that would put me off buying it or using it, but it's just one little observation that I made. And I think he is lovely. He's very sparkly, really, really nice. And again, the glue was fine to work with. The glue is only where it has to be. His face isn't sticky or anything like that. So that is perfect. So he will get attached to the wreath very shortly. And the other thing that you got along with the wreath and Santa was a little Christmas tree for the keyring. And that is also really, really nice. A very slight yellowy tinge again there. I just don't know if it's maybe the way it's cut or what it is, but like I say, certainly nothing that would put me off it. And that's just one-sided as well, so that has to get the little keyring attachment put on it. So that was everything from the wreath part of it. And the other, see, this is an issue that I've got with this one. The other one is the little wind chime, the hummingbird wind chime. And it is gorgeous as well. So that is the little wind chime, and that is double-sided. And a couple of things that I noticed with this. One thing is that the whole thing is sticky, and I don't know if you can see or not, we've got 4 dogs, and there is quite a bit of dog hair sticking to his beak because it's sticky, and it shouldn't be because there's no drills going on it. So whereas Santa's face wasn't sticky. I think really they should have done that with the beak as well. And even the edges of it are a little bit sticky. So that's the one thing that I would say about the Hummingbird, but again, it's not a big deal. I'll talk a bit in a minute about sealing them, and I think that will actually solve the problem anyway. But one other thing with this is, I don't know if you can see the little circles there and there. They looked brilliant, but they were really fiddly little drills to work with, but definitely worth it. It took a few more extra minutes, but I think it's nice to have the different shapes in there as well. So that is going to get attached to the wind chime bit. So that is then all done individually. What I'm now going to do is I'm going to seal them. You don't always need to seal diamond paintings. If it's something that's going on your wall, it's maybe behind glass, you don't need to seal it. Or if it's going to be staying on your wall and not moving, you don't really need to seal it. But the likes of these, especially the Santa, which is a key ring, and the Christmas tree that's a key ring, and the wreath that's going to be taken on and off the wall quite regularly and stored away, I like to seal them. It just basically means that you're pretty sure the drills aren't going to move, they're not going to fall off. Now, the sealer that I've started using is this one here. I used to use Mod Podge, and you can use Mod Podge, not a problem. You don't need to seal them anyway, but I like to. So I found this one crystal clear, and it's Crystal Art Shimmer Sealer. And this I got from Craft Buddy, and it really gives your diamond painting a nice sparkle. It has got like shimmery bits through it. So with the Mod Podge, sometimes when you seal the diamond painting, some of the drills can go a wee bit dull looking, especially when they're sparkly ones like that. But what I've found when I've been using this is it doesn't make your drills dull, and it does add a wee bit of sparkle in between them. I'll try and show you an example. So this Christmas stocking I had showed you before. See, the camera really annoys me because it's not picking it up, but I have sealed this one now, and it is very sparkly in between, you just can't see it, but I'm sure that those drills aren't going anywhere now. So I would recommend that you do, if you've got a diamond painting that you want to last a while, if it's going to be put away like a Christmas type thing, or if it's going to be used like a key ring, I would seal them with Mod Podge, any kind of glue that is going to be permanent and dries clear. But I've really been enjoying using this. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to seal these, and I'm hoping that once I seal the little Hummingbird, I'm pretty sure that'll dry non-sticky. So if I put that over the beacon things, then that will stop it being sticky and gathering here. I did notice when I was doing it that it was sticky, and I thought, it's unusual. It's like it's been sort of poured glue that's been poured all over rather than just on the drilled bit. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to seal these, let them dry, and then I'm going to put everything together, and then I will come back and show you the finished articles. And I will link the New Crafty website again in the description box, and I will also link the products that I've got here, and I will remind you of the 10% off code that you can get as well. So that'll all be going in here. I mentioned that I had a lot of spare drills left over. Let me just show you what I mean. Like, now this is from both projects together. Look, there's lots of drills there. Lots there. There wasn't any that I even came close to running out of. Like that. There were a couple of the special ones, like the shaped ones, that there was only the star. There was only one star. But that was fine because you're not likely to drop that or lose it or anything. And these other shaped ones, look, there's still quite a few of them, and quite a few of them as well. So yes, definitely not an issue with the amount of drills. There was very few trash drills, and the quality when I was actually doing the diamond painting was great. I really thoroughly enjoyed doing it. The protective covering was great as well. Sometimes they come off in bits, but it stayed all in one piece as you were taking it off. And yeah, so absolutely no issues when I was doing the diamond painting, other than the stickiness on that and the sort of yellowish tinge to these. But I'm now going to go seal these, and then I will come back to you in a couple of days once they're all dry and put together. Hello again, it is now a couple of days later and everything's been sealed and dried and put together. So I wanted to come on and let you see the finished article and give you a proper sort of review, if you like. So we'll start with the Hummingbird. Can you hear it? I think that is lovely. It's like a little wind chime. If we look closely at the Hummingbird, you can see the sparkle. Now I have put the sealer on it, and I put the sealer on the beak as well, so that's not sticky anymore. Remember, it was like attracting a lot of hairs and things. I put it right round the outside, so none of it is sticky now, which is good. This is the chain that you got separate. What I will say is it took me a little while to attach it to the wing, because the jump ring that you get with it isn't huge, and I really had to use my my jewellery pliers to be able to manipulate it to get it in. So that was a little bit tricky, but I suppose you could add a bit of ribbon or something like that instead. So that is that, and it was easy enough to connect to the bottom bit, and I think it's really nice. I can just imagine that window catching the light and chiming in the wind. So yeah, I really do like that. I would say, all in all, I would give this piece an 8 out of 10. I think it's good value for money. The only two downsides were that the whole thing was sticky, so a lot of hair stuck to it, and that it was quite awkward to connect to this. But other than that, I would definitely buy this again. I think it's a lovely, lovely little item. Now on to the wreath and keyring. I have to say, it took me a wee while to figure it out, and I don't know if I have figured it out yet. Again, it's been all sealed, and the chain which comes, the hanging chain, was easy enough to attach, and I have attached Santa there. You get two of these little, the little ropey type clasps. You get two of them in the pack, and I'm assuming that one of them's for this, but there's holes in between his feet and underneath it, which suggests that you should really be fixing it at top and bottom. And I'm not sure about having this chain there. It's not big enough to stretch all the way down, because I thought, well, maybe it's a one to attach it, but it's not, because you need to have one to attach the keyring, which I think is lovely. And again, it was easy enough to attach. But if you don't use this, that's sealed and that's sealed, so you've got no way of connecting them. So I think one of these chains is maybe meant for that. I'm not sure. But it's a lovely little keyring anyway. It's pretty much a freebie, because it was the wreath that I was buying. I didn't realise you got the keyring with it. So again, nice sparkle. I have sealed it, and I did put up a bit of the sealant on the back just to try to give it a bit of a sparkle. I don't know if you can't really see it. It's not really sparkling properly, but it is sparkling a wee bit. So I'm not really sure what is meant to happen with Santa. Peekaboo. What I might do is I might just attach a bit of twine, or I might have a look in my stash and see what I've got to attach it. Because the other thing is, if you remember, I didn't realise when I ordered it that you actually get lights with it. So I've untied them all and I've put batteries in, and look, they're coloured ones. Haha! And I'm not sure how you're actually meant to attach it to the wreath. So I'm going to have a little play about with it, because I think it would be handy if it came with instructions, on how to put it all together and how to add the lights and things like that. I'll have another look on the website to see if I can see anything. And then I will come back to you once I've tried to figure it out. Right, I couldn't see any instructions on the website, but what I did was I zoomed in on one of the photos, and it looks like it's the lights that you use to attach Santa and they get sort of wrapped around the wreath. So I'll show you what I've done, and whether it's right or not I don't know, but I think it looks quite nice. Look, what do you think? So if you look closely you can see the little wire on the lights, but I think it looks lovely, doesn't it? So, and yeah, I think having the lights holding the Santa on makes more sense. So that's it off, and that's it on. And it's only two AA batteries, no, two AAA batteries that you need for the lights. And if you remember, when I did the unboxing in part 1, I said I wasn't sure what these wee sticky pads are for. I'm assuming they're to stick the battery pack on the back, because that's what I've used them for. So yeah, and you could tidy up the back. You could just use bits of tape or anything like that to tidy it up, but I think it looks fine. So I would say, all in all, I would give this a 9 out of 10. The slight downsides for me are, I think that the bell should stick out more. I think it should be a bit more 3D, because it's hard to see it in amongst everything else. And I think it should come with instructions on how to actually put it all together. But other than that, I really like it. Sorry about the dogs barking. I would say, all in all, I would give New Craft Day 9.5 out of 10 for the website. I think it's good value for money. Their customer service is excellent. The products themselves are really good. Quite often if you get things from AliExpress, that kind of place, you're not sure what you're getting. But I actually got more than I expected from what I saw on the website, and I'm delighted with it. I will definitely use New Craft Day again. The only slight downside is, because they're in China, it does take a little bit longer to come, but less than 2 weeks and it arrived, and you're talking a lot longer than that with the likes of AliExpress. So I have got a few things still sitting in my basket on New Craft Day from when I was trying to decide what I wanted to order. And I am definitely 100% going to repurchase from them, because I think they're excellent. I've got absolutely no qualms about working with them again. I hope this has helped you. I did get a few people saying from my first unboxing, a few people commented to say that they were going to go on and have a look. I know that one person did say that she had bought the same as I had shown, which is excellent. Please remember, if you're going to order from them after watching this video, click the link in the description below and use the code HOUR10 in the discount code bit, and that will get you 10% off your first order. It's only your first order, but yeah, 10% off is excellent. If you're into diamond painting or cross stitch at all, I would honestly recommend that you do check them out. And I would like to say a massive thank you to New Craft Day for getting in touch with me and gifting me these items to show you. I love them, and I can't wait to put them on display, maybe up there, although someone has said that they would quite like to buy the Hummingbird, so I don't know, I'll wait and see. I was like, oh yeah, no bother, but now I'm thinking I like it. I might just keep it. Sorry, Susie. So yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this and found it useful. If so, please do hit that thumbs up button to let me and New Craft Day know that you've enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and ring the little bell so that you get notifications every time I put a video up. Talk to me in the comments below. Let me know your experience of New Craft Day, or if you're going to go ahead and buy anything, and let me know what you think of the finished product. I think they're fab. Right, I'm going to go. Thank you so much for watching, everyone, and I'll see you in our next one. Bye!